I always like to check on. All right. Hello everyone, tēnā koutou, no mai haere mai. Welcome to the Dunedin Ice Stadium here in beautiful Otipoti, Dunedin. My name's Matt Whiff and I'm here with Charlie Lilly, former Thunder player. Not on the ice this year, but he's up here in the commentary box. Welcome to the box, Charlie.
Yeah, thank you, Matt. It's definitely different being on this side of everything, but looking forward to a good game tonight.
Yes, second game of the weekend, of course. The pure New Zealand Admirals came into the barn last night and took out a victory, much needed victory, with 3 points on the score sheet for them after coming out on top 5-4. They got an early lead and they survived a late push from the Dunedin Thunder there, Charlie.
Yeah, it was real close. Thunder going to 6 men to really try and secure that, but the pure Admirals holding on, getting the job done.
Yeah, I think it was another night that the Phoenix Thunder will rue, but the Dunedin Thunder will rue a few mistakes and maybe too many penalties, too much time in the box for sure.
Definitely too many penalties, a lot of problems with the discipline. It's been killing them for a while, and it's just, I think, 2 power play goals for the Admirals. It's a lot to go for.
Yeah, they're known for short-handed goals in the last couple of years, the Dunedin Thunder, but couldn't get it done last night. Special occasion as well tonight for a young man. I like to call him young because he's younger than me, but Chris Eden is celebrating a milestone. If you've been paying attention to the graphics leading up to the puck drop tonight, you would have seen that he has reached a large milestone in the NZIHL, probably maybe never to be beaten. 500 points in total across the league over 18 years, and we will recognise that achievement tonight before the puck drops. That's quite a mountain of points, isn't it, Charlie? 500.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even think there's anyone close behind him. He's really set the standard for what can be done in this league.
And out on the ice to present Chris Eden with an award is Dave Richards and Jody Lewis of Dunedin Ice Hockey Association. So Chris, on behalf of everyone at the Dunedin Thunder, we want to congratulate you on becoming the first player in NZIHL history to reach 500 career points. And that would bring a massive round of applause from the crowd. And a salute from the players as well. You understand what an achievement it is. It's an incredible achievement, of course, and honestly one that feels completely fitting for the kind of player and person that Chris is. 502 points, 259 games, made up of 270 goals, 297 assists, and an average of 1.94 points per game across almost 2 decades of completion. What stands out to many people isn't just the goals, the assists, or the records that Chris has accumulated over the years. It's the way that he's gone about it over so many years. He came into the Thunder with humility, professionalism, and a genuine care for the club and the people involved in it. There's never been any ego with Chris, never any sense of entitlement. He simply shows up, works hard, and holds himself accountable, and leads through his actions on the ice, off the ice, every single day. The care he has for the game is very obvious. The standard he sets for your own performance is elite. The way you lift the people around you is just as important. Younger players look at how you prepare, how you compete, and how you carry yourself, and to learn what a true professional looks like. Chris, you are deeply respected by this team, by our management group, and by Thunder fans across the country, and many other fans around the country as well. We absolutely love having you as part of this organisation, and we're proud that your legacy is connected with Thunder hockey. 500 points is history-making stuff, but the respect you've earned along the way is what makes it truly special. Congratulations, Chris Eden, on 500 points. All right, teams in their final warm-up positions. Charlie, let's have a look at the starting lineups tonight for the Dunedin Thunder and the Admirals. You get underway with the Thunder.
Yeah, the Dunedin Thunder are going to be starting tonight with Joe Orr, Jack Lewis and Ian Ordis up front. Sam Loisel and Morgan Blair at the back. And James Moore starting between the pipes.
Good stuff. And for the pure New Zealand Admirals, Vadam 7-year, Henry Scott and Benjamin Stephen Sorry, that's Scott Henry and Benjamin Stephen, as well as Sebastian Chamberlain, Stephen Mawson, and Ethan Prendergast.
A slight change. It looks like there's a different lineup for the Dunedin Thunder with Cole Beckstead in the middle, Chris Eden and Ollie Rout either side of him.
Wow.
Luke Stegman, Max Hoeing behind them, and still James Moore between the pipes.
Completely different lineup than what we've been given, so it's
an excellent start.
It's a great start to the start. There we go, underway here in Dunedin. Admirals will send it in and go on the forecheck early. Max Hoeing, third star of the night last night. Ethan Prendergast was the number 1 star for the Pure New Zealand Admirals with a wonderful performance in between the pipes. And like you just said, Charlie, he gets the nod here on the second game of the weekend.
Yeah, he had a real good game this last night and we're looking to see if he can continue through.
A centering pass from Eden. Doesn't find the man and Admirals will clear it out. It's unusual not to see Chubba in net for the Admirals, but he apparently is away for this weekend. Opportunity for the Dunedin Thunder. Couldn't get it to the front. Jack Lewis with the puck here from halfboards. An opportunity to stick it. He takes a shot. It goes into the elbow and it's loose on the side and behind the net. Get out the front and Jack Lewis fans on the pass out front.
Thunder not looking to take any slow shifts here. They're starting real hot, picking up where they left off last night with a lot of aggression.
Yeah, they finished strong last night, looking to put together a complete 60-minute performance here. That one's fired down ice. That could be icing, and it will be. Yeah, I had an opportunity. We did some media work after the game last night upstairs with some interviews and with the import players, and there was definitely some unhappy players after that performance. They were ruined, missed chances, missed opportunities, and looking to make amends tonight.
Yeah, losing close games always hurt more than losing blowouts. Just knowing that little bit more could have been the moment to do the job. So
Loizell gets to Ordis, who's in behind. Tried to get it to the point. Morgan Blair will step in, keep it in the zone, but Hayward Jones collects the puck and works his way out to the neutral zone. Flips it ahead. Picked up by Ordis. Couldn't get it to Orr, just away from Joe. In comes Owen Brown, but it'll be offside as Chaney was a step ahead. Now, I want to just make a wee amends last night. Last night, Stegman, I credited Luke Stegman for a goal, but it was actually Ollie Rout who scored his first goal in the Dunedin Thunder, and I just want to make sure that Ollie Rout gets his commendations for that effort. Took a pass from Beckstead in front. There's a shot that gets blocked away by Prendergast. Turned back on net. It's safely off the back of the goal, and Ikai tried to feed it in behind the net. Nicely kept in by Austin Go. Sends it deep. Picked up by Barry. Barry checked. Still there for Ikai. Nice pass to Go. Steps into the middle. Puts a soft shot in towards the middle. Off the skates, and Chaney will come away with it. Losing its footing was Regan, but no damage done as Admirals will dump and change. Barry up the boards. Bit too far. That'll be icing. What have you seen so far, Charlie, after the first 3 minutes?
I mean, I'm seeing a lot of aggression, a lot of physicality from both teams. They're both looking to really make a statement here. Obviously, the Admirals missing some of their veteran players, Justin Daigle, Chubba, you missed earlier. So they're really looking to show what the rest of their team can do and show how strong they can be even without those top guys.
Yeah, Alex Regan has had a strong start to the season, and Vadum 7-year also leading the team in points, so relying on those two players when, like you say, Daigle, a calm presence at the back, is not on the ice. Beckstead offloads to Rout, takes a shot, goes in behind the net. Chamberlain turns back and gets himself free. Stephen lost it. Stegman to the middle, but it's hit the skates of Rout. Still there for the Thunder. Eventually, Admirals get the clear. Stegman checked at the blue line, but he got to Bigstead. Bigstead moves in, takes a shot, and a blocker save from Prendergast. Back to the middle, and no one there but the Admirals. Don't clear it out. Bigstead picks up the loose puck, sends it to the middle for Eden. Eden's shot on, and a good save from Prendergast. Back to the middle, deflected in behind. Eden looking to add to that huge tally, that mountain of points that he's got. Hurrying, flicks this one up the boards. Rout trying to get it to the middle, but good defensive work keeps him in the corner. Admirals, opportunity to get it out, they do. 7-year, lost the handle. Stole it, took a shot on Moore, and Moore's looking for it. He scrambles around and gets the cover. And you've got to be careful back there with the likes of Vanham. 7-year on the hound in there. He gave Stegman some trouble and stole the puck and got an opportunity. Big shout out to Proflow Plumbing and Gas, one of the major sponsors this year. David and his team should be on your speed dial for all your plumbing and gas needs. Dave, general manager of the Thunder, does a lot of work behind the scenes. Loizal, he works it in. Joel Waugh looking to Ortis. Here he goes. There's a shot. Ortis turns it around and off the pads of Prendergast. Lewis can't get it in deep, and Sestroni will flick it on net towards Moore, and he'll get a whistle.
Thunder doing a real good job keeping the pressure down in that Admiral zone. They're only really getting chances on the rush, and they're coming from out wide. So
yeah, we saw a strange goal last night. The first goal of the Pure New Zealand Admirals game was a rebound off the back of the net. So you still got to be careful with some of those shots from the point. Stegman moves it across to Boniface, and he'll skate up ice, and Bigstead just swoops it and takes the puck from him and says, I'll take it all the way in. He sent it across. Bix on ice. Cody Bick sends it to the point, and the shot goes wide from Stegman, kept in by Max Hurring. Boniface tried to turn it towards the middle. Hurring will have to chase back. Owen Brown's there. Avoids the check from Hurring, and did well. Last night I called Owen Brown for a goal, and I'm still sticking by that. Official documents say it was Cheney, but I'm sure that it was number 44. It's a shot that goes wide from Stegman. Stegman winds up, deflected, it's loose, knocked away from the player in front. Not sure who that was. Here's Owen Brown stepping in. Pulls up and sends it down into the corner for Cheney, who puts it around the boards. William Barry, young player, up the boards for Tyone. They can't get it to Barry on the breakout. Kept in by the Pure New Zealand Admirals. Working away on the boards. Wilson comes away with it. Looks across to go. And they complete the breakout. Tyone trying to push it ahead. It bounces off his stick, and a clearance goes up high into the netting in front of us. 6.5 minutes gone. Shots 5-2 in favour of the Thunder. No, hasn't been too many really dangerous scoring opportunities, have there, Charlie?
no, a lot of shots from out wide, a lot of them distance. Nothing really causing those scrambles around the net, which the Thunder are really good at, creating that traffic.
Hasn't been really any breakaways either for any player at all. Defensive effort is looking good so far from both teams.
Yeah, both teams taking their time after last night. A close game. Looking to really keep things smart, not let that one sneaky goal.
Yeah, offside as play just got jammed up on the blue line, the Pure New Zealand Admirals side of the ice. Swift Contracting, sponsor continuing this year, your septic tank and wastewater system specialist based in Wanaka. Go see Swift Contracting for your septic tank and wastewater systems needs. 7, yeah. Twisting and turning. Can't get away from Joe War. One too many turns. Morgan Blair trying to skate this out of the zone. Gets it to Blair, Ordis, who put it back to Blair. Couldn't handle it. And the Admirals lose it in the neutral zone. Ordis will cut that ring around the boards. He puts it on the net, and Prendergast is forced to cover it as Beckstead was looming around from behind the net. You might have turned to us coming from the stream, either from the NZIHL up in Auckland, the Auckland Seal hosting the Dunedin Thunder women up there. Last time I checked it was 2-0 after 2 periods. Or you might have come to us from, there's a shot from long range at the back of Hayward Jones's leg. Didn't even flinch. Thunder on attack here, trying to win the puck free. Turnover. Shot from route. Ooh, that deflection just goes wide of the net. Eden in there. Beckstead joins him. Admirals get it through. Sebastian Steven knocked off his stick. Beckstead will fire this to the middle. Stegman picks it up, and he's going to get called for offside. The other game was, of course, is the Botany Swarm. They're hosting the Red Devils, Charlie. Are you, you checking that out, are you?
Pulling up the score now for that game. It's 4-4 though. Red Devils have managed to tie things up late in the second, between periods at the moment, so that'll be a big third to go ahead.
Yeah, Red Devils looked so good up in Queenstown last weekend, so looks like all the teams are here to compete this year. A lot of parity, which is great for the league.
Yeah, I think there were a few questions about, I think, the Red Devils and the Thunder with some very young rosters this year, but all these players are stepping up, taking their opportunities and really looking like they know what they're doing out there.
That was a near turnover there. Austin Go turned it back towards his defensive partner, and that was a close thing. Back in front, and it gets past all the Thunder players in front, and it's there for Brown. He'll look across ice. Puck bounced over the stick of Cheney. Austin Go. Pick up the puck. Looks around the boards, but it's out of the reach of Teon. Sent to the front. And a backhand shot goes off the side of the net. The guy around the boards. Oh, it's been left there by the Thunder. And in front, and Cheney just couldn't handle the pass. Fourth line out there for the Thunder. And they're under pressure, but they get the clear. It's going to go towards the net. Thunder do get it changed. And they've got Joe War's line out there with Ordis and Lewis. Big pass up to Regan. He gets his stick lifted by Loisel. Can't find his way into the zone, but he goes down low and chases it. Run around the boards. Blair keeps it in. That took a funny bounce off the doors there. And Aua with a shot. Backhand shot by Ordis. Can he get it in? No. It's kept out by Prendergast.
Yeah, an incredible scramble by Prendergast there. He didn't know where it was going, but he got his body in the way of it.
Loisel cuts it off at the blue line. Puts it down towards Ordis. Ordis in front. Joe War. Oh, I think he put it wide. Joe War back with the puck. On the dots across to Ordis. Shot towards the net. And it hits some feet in front and cleared out by the Admirals. Big shift here from the Thunder. Blair deflected away from the middle of the ice to the corner. Pass comes through the middle. Blair has it again. Shot. Another deflection. Blocking shots well, the Admirals. And Ordis keeps it in. Gives it to Orr. Orr in behind the net. He's getting knocked around, but he's still with it. Jack Lewis to the point for Lloyd Sell. Lewis passing his feet, but he's still with it. Plays it down to Joel Ward. Dominating shift here. Ian Ordis gets taken off the puck by Regan. And his cleared gets out. It seemed to be a bit soft, but they might get their change. Beckstead finds Lewis. Walks it in towards the net foot. Blair, who got a stick lifted just as the pass was almost on his stick. They just had to make that change, the Admirals, and they almost paid for it. Here comes Chris Eden. Finds Bigstead. Bigstead lays it off for Eden. Bigstead picks up the loose puck. Ollie Routs in front of the net. Now Chris Eden's in front of the net. Bigstead turns, fires it down low. Who will get there first? It's Chris Eden. To the point. Kept in well by Stigman. Fires a high riser that goes over the top of Prendergast. Hurrying, forced to play it down low. Bounced away from Rout. And Chamberlain. Chamberlain again. Up the boards. That'll bounce off the player. I think it bounced off Stigman's shoulder and into the pure New Zealand Admirals bench there.
Yeah, caught by the coach. I mean, Matt, we talked about those messy scrambles in front that the Thunder are looking for, and it was getting real messy there. The Admirals trying to clear it out, but just having a lot of trouble getting those changes, getting those fresh players on the ice.
Yeah, the opportunity for Ian Ortis right in front was probably the best opportunity. Regan Wilson with a shot. There's a big rebound in front. And again, the Admirals get the clear. Can't get it out. It was a nice high clearance off the board, but kept in well by Austin Coe. This one goes past Wilson. It'll go all the way down. That could be icing. No, they've waved it off, and Austin Coe moved it to Katsurikai. It's a turnover. Back in front for the Admirals. Around the boards. Hayward Jones throws it towards James Moore. He kicks it out to the corner. In front, Owen Brown, backhand shot. Oh, he put it wide. He had an opportunity there, and he used the backhand. Using the fourth line a bit more tonight. Coach Guillaume Leclanche. Cheney knocked away from him, but only briefly. Henry can't get the shot through. It's blocked in front. That'll draw a whistle as it hits the net in behind James Moore. Final score from up in Auckland. The Auckland Steel victorious over the Dunedin Thunder Women 5-0. I'm excited for the first intermission entertainment, or kids ice, cross ice hockey. I love a little bit of kids cross ice hockey during these games. Morgan Blair feeds it up to Boniface. He pulls up. Tried to get it towards the middle, but broken up by Regan. Pass to the middle. Finds Sebastian Stephen with some speed, trying to get through. And he gets taken off by the defenders for the Thunder. Morgan Blair gets round one, gets knocked down. That'll be a penalty, the first one of the game. Here comes Joe Wall with some speed. Puts it towards the net, and he went high, and it's coming around the boards. Empty net for the Thunder for the extra attacker. Stigman finds Bigstead in the middle, just has to hold up a little bit as it's off his skates. Trying to dangle around one, he gets around towards the net, looking for that high open side corner right on the short side, but he couldn't find it, and now the Admirals touch it and will get a power play for the Dunedin Thunder, Charlie. First one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too excited. The Admirals have been known for a long time for their power kill. They're very good at getting opportunities on these short-handed plays, so Thunder, well, they've got to capitalise. They can't be too aggressive about it. But there's a huge opportunity for them. Some big shooters with Loisel and Stegman on the ice at the same time, so...
Yeah, good opportunity here to go up early. Well, go up, not early, but one ahead in this first period. No score so far, of course, almost 15 minutes in. Admirals get it clear, and it's hit some poor child as the puck went over the glass. I think he's going to pocket that one. Yeah, he's thinking about throwing it back over the ice. Yeah, you can see them. You can see them here. They're of two minds. They're looking around like, what do I do here?
Some unfortunate fan got caught in the face with that one from the looks of things. So.
Comes back to Bigstead off the face-off. Stegman holds it on the side. Bigstead at the top. Floats one in, tipped in front and bounces on Prendergast, and not enough pace on that one to cause too many issues. He gets an easy cover. Well, I haven't been super critical of the Thunder power play, but they do move the puck around really well. I just feel like there's maybe a little bit too much movement, and then the shots. Oh, here's an opportunity. Sebastian Stevens got some pace, goes to the shot, and it's hit James Moore and popped up high and safely in behind the net. And it's like you say, the power kill.
Yeah, the Admirals are a dangerous team. Even a man down, you can't just take your eye off them because they will capitalise, and they have done in the past many times.
Bigstead has the puck. He looks up top for Loisel, across to Stegman. Loisel, Bigstead to the middle. Ian Ordis threw it towards, I think he might have thrown it towards Eden, waiting on the sort of back door, trying to get that deflection.
Yeah, you mentioned before, Matt, a lot of passing. It feels like a lot of the Dunedin power play, they're looking for that perfect shot and they're looking for someone else to do it. When it works, the goals are beautiful, but they spend a lot of time trying to set it up.
Nice move here by Bigstead, that toe drag, and he gets through. He got a shot away. Another good save from Prendergast. Yeah, and a lot of the passes, when you think the one time is coming, they're just not in their wheelhouse. You know, they're not right on point. And so the likes of Loisel and Stegman haven't been able to pull the trigger on those big one-time shots. Bigstead, Loisel shoots through traffic, through the legs of, and then they put it back in front. That was Ian Ordis. Stephen and Ordis having a bit of push and shove. The crowd loves that one, especially the ones right in behind, causing that shake of the camera as they bang the glass. Looks like a change for the Dunedin Thunder. They'll bring out the second unit. Second unit scored last night, late in the game. Shot from Max Haring got deflected in front by Joe Orr, and that brought them to within one. Joe Orr can't win the face-off here, and Admirals get a clear. James Moore passes to Rout, who gets taken out by Henry, who's using all his strength. He gets it to the point, and Stephen throws it back in. Penalty time over, and Morgan Blair's turned it over to Henry. Joe Ward puts the shoulder check, hip check in, and Morgan Blair swoops in there to pick up the puck, but he can't get it out, and it's turned back into the corner. Admirals with possession. Stephen walking around, puts it towards the net, and a backhand shot towards the front, goes through the blue paint. No one there for the Admirals to take advantage of that one. Hayward Jones through the middle. Jack Lewis can't get there in time, and it's Hayward Jones. It's Nash Hayward Jones, number 37. Going down low in the corner. Taking out Jack Lewis, and a shot there from the Admirals right into the glove of James Moore. I think Jack Lewis felt that one. Maybe we'll get a replay there.
Yeah, the Admirals really stepping up. I don't know, they seem to have woken up off this power play. They've been attacking as soon as they had the opportunity and not letting this Thunder out.
Face off wins the Admirals. Pass to the point. Shot gets deflected. Boniface plays up the board to Teon. Lost possession. Thunder sent back in by the pure New Zealand Admirals. Teon. This puck pops up over the glass, and it'll be face off in the Thunder zone with 2 minutes 50 to go in the first period. Still no score. Shots in favour of the Thunder, but a few of those coming in that previous power play. Face off comes out to the side. Thunder opportunity to break it out. Here comes Bigstead. They've got some numbers there. Bigstead around behind the net, trying to wrap it in. It's loose in front. Good clearance by the Admirals. Bigstead with room, shoots. That's right there, and a follow-up shot from Rout, I believe, kept out by Prendergast, who is again looking rock solid in net.
Incredible. These are lots of rebounds, lots of messy stuff in front, and he's managing to get to everything, and that is hard for a goalie to do.
Yeah, look at Rout right there on the doorstep and couldn't get it through as Prendergast has those pads glued to the ice. Loisel keeps it in, throws it in low. It's around there for Mawson. He gets it out to the neutral zone. Loisel across to route, just in front of route, and then that'll go all the way down, and that'll get an icing call. Only just a little bit too far. Big thanks to our officials. You know, they're out there doing the hard yards. They don't get a lot of commendations generally. Peter Hicksole and the referee tonight, he's got the orange armband on. Barrett Wilson and Kyle Matthews, your linesmen for the weekend. Eden looks across ice, finds Stigman. Stigman delays, puts it down low. Rout. Back to Stigman, who finds Loisel on the far side. Shot, trying to look for the tip, and Bigstead did get something on it. Just put it wide. Eden steps out of the corner. Leaves it for Loisel. Back to the front. There for Stigman. Looks to Bigstead. Tried to fire it towards the net. It's high though. Can they keep it in? The Thunder, no. Ollie Rout has to go back. He goes across in front of Stigman. Thunder on a change, so Loisel will turn back. Flicks this one ahead on the backhand. Goes in behind the net. Admirals send it up ice. 60 seconds left. Hard pass to Ordis. He can't carry it, but Jack Lewis with some speed up through the middle. Cycles it in behind the net for Ordis. Tried to backhand it back out in front. Hurrying, keeps it in. Sends it down low. Nicely cut off by Hayward Jones. To the front there at the feet of Joe Waugh. Couldn't get anything on it, and it's cleared out. And that could be a penalty against the Admirals for a delay of game there. It went over the bench boards.
Yeah, it looks like it is going to be a penalty. The ref's calling him over, sending him off. Looks like Flynn Hayward Jones, I think. They're calling up to the bench.
Yeah, that's the call. It's one of those, they're going to put Jack Brown in net. They did us no favours here with Jack Brown and Owen Brown being 43 and 44.
No, they're not looking to help us here, Matt. We're just going to have to really pay attention. There's a few brothers out there.
Yeah, brothers need to have completely different numbers.
Obviously the Stevens brothers, only two of them are down tonight, but even so, Ben and Sebastian looking to mix things up for us.
Loisel puts a big hit on, but clearance is made by the Admirals. James Moore leaves it for Bigstead with some trouble. It's Benjamin Stephen giving him some pressure.
And that looks like another delayed penalty for Sebastian Stephen.
Here we go. James Moore leaves the net, and with 10 seconds remaining in the first period, the Dunedin Thunder have got a 5-on-3.
Well, it's a good shift from last night for the Thunder. They had a lot of trouble with their discipline, keeping out of the box, especially early, and it was causing problems. Looks like they've had a talk and settled things down.
Yeah.
They're looking to turn things the other way on the Admirals.
Yeah, it's been a problem since the start of the season, to be fair, with the penalties. Just too many of them in games. And the Thunder win the face-off with 10 seconds. 5 seconds left. Clear it out by the Admirals. 7 here. He's got a breakaway. 1 second. Gets a shot away.
And a goal!
Oh, they've gone and given it to him as well.
No, it's been waved off.
Has it? Okay. Wow, that...
Have to watch the clock on this replay if we can.
Yeah. What a backhand shot too. And yeah, the linesman has to call that one. And it goes in the back of the net. Linesman calls it, but the referee has made the call. James Moore couldn't get his glove on that one, and that's an unfortunate way to end it for the Thunder.
Well, we'll see having a wee discussion here. It seems the Admirals really want that goal.
It's a 5-on-3, and they allow a short-handed goal against if it does end up counting, which is that's all sacrilegious. To do that. With 5 seconds remaining.
It looks like at the end there, the ref had his hand up. It looks like Loisel managed to pick one up on his back check there too. So we'll be going into the next second period 4-on-3.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not going to take a penalty in this situation, yeah, slash. I mean, you've got to do something if you're the defenseman coming back in that situation. You can't let him get a free shot, and whether it's a hook or a slash, there's got to be something. But he did well, 7 year. Still discussing to the referees. The clock on the timer in front of us definitely looked like it was run down, but it might have been not synced with the...
Yeah, I think there'll be... I think 7 year will definitely want to have a few replay watches of that, and I'm sure he'll insist that went in, but it's hard to say.
Yeah. All right. So this intermission cross ice hockey, we've got the Hulks. It's Ben Wilson, Henry Enright, Philip Machek, and Bryn O'Malley in net. And for the Spider-Mans, Artie Shook, Malia Gilbert, Leighton Holden, and Eva Woodham in goal.
Well, this is our real main event tonight, isn't it, Matt? I've had the pleasure of coaching, I think, most of these players at some stage or another.
Oh, wow, really?
So I know Philip Machek in particular is always hard-working in our under-14s last year. He didn't make the squad. He was still at every training and every game doing everything he could for the team, so...
There you go. Chris Eden was telling me last night, some of the kids these days trying to break into the league, they need to work hard to get to that level. And that's what you'll like to see.
Yeah, our cameraman there almost getting taken out with getting his headshots on the ice.
Oh, what a breakaway shot. Score. Beautiful move from number 20. Face off. Juna Elkin, our game day experience coordinator, playing the referee role tonight for this 3-on-3 cross ice. Here come the Spider-Men. Number 14 though, right in the mix there. Working hard, puts a shot on. Oh, and they've scored as well. Goalie was in the butterfly position and it trickled through. 2-0 to the Hulks. Spider-Men need to get up here. Time's running out. Oh, we're going to play her down in the back. That could open up with some room here. Back on their feet. Kicking it through. Here we go. Shot. Big save. Goes in behind and it's a goal.
Yeah, straight up and off the goalie's back there, Matt.
Oh, that's a tough one for the goalie to give up. You know, you make the initial save, but it just, you don't see it. How do you see anything above your head when you're wearing a helmet? And that's it. They're done. But what a lot of fun those kids would have had out there. They're going to give the Thunder players the high fives on the way through, and just, you know, it might even be 3 years' time some of these players are actually wearing the green and black, you know.
Well, the time creeps up on you, Matt. I've played for the Thunder for 9 years, and I remember some of the guys playing now when they were a lot smaller, and they've just crept up, and I'm now sharing the ice with them last season.
Well, there you go. All right, it's 0-0 here in Dunedin at the Dunedin Ice Stadium. The Dunedin Thunder up against the pure New Zealand Admirals. No goals through 20 minutes, but coming back into period 2, we're going to have 3-on-4 action, so plenty of room for the players to skate. Rightio, see you in about 15 minutes, folks. Don't go away. Hello, Thunder fans. We're here with Dunedin Thunder player Chris Eden. Now, Chris, I don't know if you know, but you've just hit a major milestone in the league. You've had 500 points in 18 seasons in the NZIHL.
Actually, okay. I am unaware of that, but I'll definitely take it. Are you sure you've added that up right?
It's playoffs and regular season points, so we've done a little bit of special maths here to make that happen. Okay. Now, back in 2007, when you started out, young, fresh lad breaking into the Canterbury Red Devils, could you imagine that 18 years later, you would be one of the most decorated NZIHL players with all the awards you've achieved and 500 points on the back of it?
Absolutely not. When I was young, I just was scared of whether or not I'd actually make the NZIHL, and every year with the up and coming and there's new young guys coming in with imports and stuff, it's like, is your role really going to be there? Are you going to make the team kind of thing? And I'm just happy to still be here. I feel like I'm 25 still, so it's a privilege.
Yeah, it's important to feel young when you're playing with a whole lot of young players out there, you know.
Yeah.
So you've been in the league for a while, obviously. What do you think's been the biggest change in your game over the course of all of these seasons?
It's a very hard question. You've put me on the spot here. For me, with a little bit of age, the body starts breaking down, so it's trying not to do it all yourself, so to speak. Like when you get that puck, sometimes you just want to hold it a little bit too long. Now it's all about distributing, letting other people skate with it. And for me, it's trying to find soft ice, find those nooks and crannies in the ice where they can't really see you, but then you can jump at it and hopefully create a scoring opportunity.
Nice. You definitely seem to be doing that, obviously stacking up a fair few points during your time.
Yeah.
When people look at players' careers, they generally will look at the numbers, games played, goals scored, assists. But what a lot of people don't see, especially the fans, is a player's impact on the teams they play for. So you've gone from the Red Devils, you've played in Canada, you've played in Australia, New Zealand Ice Blacks, and now with the Dunedin Thunder. What's something special that you think you bring to the teams that you've been part of?
My background, I run a gym. I'm very on the motivational side. Like I am up people's asses a lot, and that is like a good thing, bad thing. Sometimes it rubs people the wrong way, but whether we're on the losing side or the winning side, like I'm right in there. Like, hey, everyone is on the train. Get on, let's go.
Yeah, personal trainers, love them or hate them. You know, they get you going places.
Yeah. I'll say the things that needs to be said. In other words, yeah.
Too good. So take me back a wee bit. Everyone that plays a sport has especially a high-level sport, has what we call a welcome to the league moment. Was there a moment that you knew, oh yeah, I've made it, I'm in the NZIHL?
There was never one moment, but it brings me back to my very first game in the NZIHL, which was ironically in Dunedin. There was what we call a kid line. It was all of our first game. Myself, Paris Hyde, as some of you will know, and young Dale Harrop. And we had our first game, first 3 shifts in a row we scored, one from each of us. So that was a pretty special moment, and it was kind of like, welcome to the league. Like, we've solidified ourselves in this team now, and hopefully we can keep it going.
Yeah, you guys have all definitely made a name for yourselves after that fact. That's pretty amazing.
That's a pretty cool line, right? That's crazy. You and Paris on the same line together, 1 and 2 all time for New Zealand Ice Hockey League.
Yeah, and then there was Dale Harrop who led the way. Me and Paris were 1 year younger, so Dale led the way for us the whole way through, and we just tried to follow suit. So it was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool moment. That's a cool memory, eh? Looking back, that's pretty cool.
Very special.
3 things that you can say, 3 things you've done potentially over the years that have just got you to where it is, whether it's or just like an emotion, maybe something that has driven you to this point.
Like I have to go back to the same thing I said the first time, is doubt. Like a lot of the time we doubt ourselves, our individual abilities. Like Cole brought me into this team. He said, like, we think you'd be a really good part of it, a big part of it, and I was like, I don't know, man, like I don't know if I can live up to the hype and things like that, but they keep calling me back each weekend, and I'm just kind of grateful to be part of it, so to speak.
We've talked a lot tonight about, you know, the past and, you know, what's been the build up to this. When you look back once the career finally comes to an end, which hopefully is a wee way away, what do you think is going to be the thing you remember most about this most recent part of your career?
Adversity. Like, sometimes change needs to happen in life and you need a new challenge, and rather than hiding behind the doors, you can kind of, I guess you could say, push through the doors and actually open yourself up to a new change, new challenge kind of thing. And sometimes the grass is a little bit greener on the other side, some would say.
I think that's a brilliant message for us to finish here. So thank you very much, Chris, and congratulations on 500 points.
Thank you, sir.
Nor mai, Heidi mai. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for joining us here at Dunedin Ice Stadium on a beautiful Saturday evening at Notsi Porti Dunedin. Game 2. Pure New Zealand Admirals down from Auckland, facing off against the home team, Dunedin Thunder. Josh Ratcliffe, our brand new MC, hyping up the crowd. Another good crowd here in Dunedin. Really good numbers the last couple of years, Charlie, here at the Dunedin Ice Stadium for these home games.
And they're all around the rink. You look at the stands and they're pretty full, but then you look round and everyone's crowded around the glass the whole way around the rink.
Yeah, might have to put in some new stands. We'll get rid of those big pads on the far side behind the West Auckland Admirals, the Pure New Zealand Admirals. So, bit of a story here with the end of the period. Multiple penalties being taken by the Pure New Zealand Admirals, and then the Thunder on that breakaway by 7 year, where he just about took the lead for the Pure New Zealand Admirals when that goal went past James Moore's glove into the net, but the referee judged it to be after the buzzer, so it didn't count.
Yeah,
We've got 4-on-3 here to start the second period.
A real messy start to this one. Not what anyone was looking for a comfortable start to the period, but...
So 4-on-3. Stegman shoots, and a good save from Prendergast. A 4-on-3, it'll be a good chunk of 4-on-3, to be fair. Because the penalties were so close together.
Over a minute of 4-on-3 we're getting here.
It's almost like an overtime situation with the amount of room on the ice for all these players.
Well, it is, Matt. You never practice 4-on-3. You might practice 5-on-3, but dropping a man for your power play can really make things ugly when you're trying to set up.
Ordis from around. Pulls up. Finds Stegman, who goes across to Bickstead. Steps in, takes a shot, and Bickstead scores on the power play. Took its time to line that one up and bit the glove of Prendergast to open up the scoring here in Dunedin.
Yeah, just beat him by that glove, real quick and real low. Real nice shot from Cole Bickstead.
Hayward Jones might have screened Prendergast just a little bit. A good puck movement from the Dunedin Thunder. Puts them in front by 1.
Now we're back to 4-on-4 for a while now, Matt.
Back to 4-on-4.
I think that's Hayward Jones getting out.
Yeah, so it'll be 4-on-4 for about a minute, and then Admirals will have a really short power play, about 10 seconds or so. Hurrying. Heads up ice himself. Takes it in low. Puts the head down. Gets taken off the puck by Chamberlain. And Mawson with the puck on his stick. Takes a hit from Hurrying, but he's cleared it up ice. And here he goes, Mawson. Walks in, needs to do his helmet up.
Yeah, I think it came off with that big hit in the corner there.
Yeah, here he is. He's doing it up before the referee's noticed. Bickstead spins away. Gets to Joe Waugh with some pace. Joe Waugh cuts to the middle, but he just lost the handle. Still with it. Stegman shoots, puts it down low and goes wide. Comes out for Henry. Henry looks up and finds Stephen, who turns it to his brother Benjamin Stephen, takes a shot and he scores!
And that's a power play goal, Matt. The Admirals getting their player back seconds before score that one.
There you go, power play goal. What a nice little move here. Sebastian Stephen turns it back and into the feet of Benjamin Stephen. Did well. Then he's got it just at that perfect height above the pads and under the glove.
Nice wee connection from the brothers there to even the score up.
Oh, that was beautiful by Benjamin to kick that from his feet. I think he did 1-2, like a little bit of messy manoeuvre there. Get him on the Football World Cup team with footwork like that. Even Stevens here. 2 quick goals in the second period. Or up to Ikai. He tried to centre it. Couldn't do so. Regan Wilson's dumped this one in. Hyson's waved off. Ikai on the forecheck. Hayward Jones gets away from him. Taken away by Teon. Puts it back in behind the net. Stephen across to Sistrione. Puts it hard across the face of the goal. Goes into the corner. Shot goes wide and comes around the boards for Sistrone. To the front. Teon couldn't hold it. Weak backhand shot goes past Moore. Still there, out in front. Tied up. Hayward Jones shot. Now big block by Teon, and he goes down hard. He is limping. Pass out in front goes through all the way to the point. Another big block.
Really putting his body on the line, limping across to get in the lane again.
Barry takes a shot. It gets deflected out wide. He's got another opportunity. Follows up, but it's knocked down by the Admirals player. Big clearance. That'll go all the way down, and we'll get a whistle for icing.
Got to give another shout out to Ty on there. I mean, that was the first big block, and you could see him, he was hurt, and he still managed to get in that lane and do it again, clear the puck out for his team.
Yeah, you can hear a big cheer coming from the bench. They appreciate the kind of effort that he was putting in on that shift. Campbell Shepherd will have to give him a bit of physio for that one later on tonight, I imagine. Just get the ice bag on there, you'll be fine. Maybe a few ibuprofen. Turnover by the Thunder. Sent in by Jack Brown. Cheney on the forecheck. Couldn't get away from Loizal. He clears it out. All the way back to Chamberlain. Brown brothers. They're putting the brothers on the same lines, which is
I think that's
quite a clever
targeted
thing
at
to
us,
do, really, isn't it?
I think it's targeted at us. We're just trying to make our jobs hard.
Yeah, and they've got that, that intrinsic connection, the brothers, maybe practicing together in the garage for years. There's a hard shot that's saved by Prendergast, goes over the glass into the netting. You get just over the years of sharing so many practice sessions together, you just kind of know what the other one's going to do. At least I like to think it's going to be that way anyway. Maybe they secretly hate each other, I don't know. Competition with each other all the time about who's better, who's got the hardest shot. Healthy competition though, I'm sure. Centering pass goes all the way through. It's bounced past Morgan Blair. He has to go around and get it. There'll be no icing because it's come off a Thunder stick. Blair starts to break out, finds route. Still with it, gets it towards Lewis. Couldn't get a lot on that one. Couldn't direct it on goal. Kept in by Orr steps to the middle. Orr pulls up, shot, and a deflected shot goes in behind. Lewis feeds Blair at the point. Tried to get down low. Sistrone blocked that shot. It's off the side of the net in the corner. Admirals pick it up, and a shot there from Joe Ward disrupts. Jack Lewis' shot doesn't get through. Still with it. Puts it down into the corner for a route. Or knocked down by the man. Shot. Chance here for goal. He put it wide. Might have come off the pads. Reversed back in behind, and that line for the Thunder wants to change. Quinn couldn't enter the zone. Thunder can't handle it, but now it's there for Go. Go with some speed. He's got Barry with him. Barry shoots across, and Go couldn't get his stick on it. Just had a poke as it went through the crease. Comes through neutral for Boniface, Lockie Boniface. Working his way through. He gets through a couple. Works his way to the middle. Can he get through? No. Prendergast jumps on that loose puck as it comes through towards him. Shots heavily in favour of the Dunedin Thunder. It's 20-8. but the score, more importantly, tied at 1 apiece. We saw it last night, the Admirals suffering under the weight of shots, but in the end they came out on top. So maybe it's not quantity but quality there, Charlie.
Well, Prendergast is doing a great job. A lot of those shots are high quality and he's still getting to them. He's really weathering the storm and keeping his team in both these games this weekend.
Yeah, good quality goaltending. They do wonders for the morale of the team. Bigstead's backhand pass doesn't reach Stigman. Thunder will have to regroup here. Bigstead finds Stigman. He's got room to work his way in. His shot gets tipped wide. Hayward Jones. Shot from long range. It's gloved by Moore and we'll get a whistle. You want to read one of the sponsors out there, Charlie? I've already had a couple. I finished at Swift Contracting, I think.
Yeah, the next one we've got Esplanade, the most authentic and delicious pizza you'll find in Dunedin. Beautiful beachfront location. Open till 8 a.m. From 8 a.m. to late every day.
Yeah, I think I know a couple of Thunder players that like to head there in the morning for a cup of coffee. Start the day off right.
Had a few early morning social games over the summer that ended up there for lunch.
There you go. The place to be. Get yourself an authentic Italian pizza. Jack Brown does well. Gets it to his brother who takes a shot. Joe Orr. Loisel pulls up, evades the check, got it towards the middle, but Waters couldn't get a stick on that one. Mawson working his way in, goes across the net, and Brown couldn't take the shot away. Quinn got knocked down. Stigman gets to Ortis. He's got Ikai with him. Goes to the front, goes through the blue paint. Loisel will pick it up on this near side. Goes towards the middle. Barry feeds it across the front, and they've got to get it in. No, how did Prendergast save that?
Need to see the replay on this because that's a real messy scramble.
Barry puts it there, right here. Oh, maybe it didn't go out towards the net.
Here we go. Here's
this will show us. Is it Ikai on this side? Oh, he put it right back into him.
Yeah, Prendergast gets a stick across, closes the lane and just ties it up.
He's good on his feet and he's good off his feet, Prendergast, obviously, because he was on his back
very
there.
Impressive when he's been off his feet, on his stomach, scrambling to making every save he needs to.
There's a quick opportunity. Austin Go, though, cleans up the loose puck. Quinn couldn't find the man on the weak side. Puck's popped up. There for the pure New Zealand Admirals. Still there inside the zone. Quinn trying to force it through a couple of players towards the middle. King on the ice. Lennox King at the point. Cuts to Ikai through the middle. Throws this one on net. And Lennox King will clear it around. Oh, that's players jumping off the bench or on to the ice. I'm too sure. There's a couple of them there in the door. Got away with one there, the Dunedin Thunder. Here comes Luke Stigman.
Messy on the change there, but no one actually played it. It just collided with the players and they kind of let it go by. So
here's a shot from Rout. Chris Eden finds Bigstead on the boards. He circles to the top. Down low towards the net. It's there, but it's being played in behind by Rout. Stigman keeps it in. Gets to Bigstead. Leaves it for Rout. He'll play it to the point for Stigman. Across to Hurring. Hurring shoots. Tipped. And it goes through the paint into the corner. Stigman to Hurry. Hurry shoots it into the middle. The backhand shot. And Jack Lewis just put it wide.
Thunder making great use of all the space here, really spreading out, taking those wide shots.
Jack Lewis with a great cutback. Puts it into the corner. Players in front. Goes around ball behind the net. Big stead. Spinorama for Hurry. Across to Stigman. Good shift here. Lewis has it. Lewis for Hurry. Puts it across. No one was there. Big stead. Walks it in. Trying to get it through the middle. And Quinn will come away with it with the Admirals, who did well to keep the Thunder on the outside, and all those shots that were coming in, not a lot of them were getting actually through to Prendergast. I'm not sure if he made a single save on that shift despite the dominance in possession there.
Yeah, a lot of blocking from the Admirals there, really looking to protect their goalie, help him out the way they're helping him.
Yeah, they've been really good at blocking shots all weekend.
Yeah, both teams have. They're diving in lanes. Everyone wants to get in the middle, protect each other, protect their goalie.
Sacrificing their bodies to keep the puck out of the net. There's a nice play by Teon. Can he get there in time to get a shot away? He put a backhand shot in. A shoulder save by Prendergast. That guy puts it off the side of the net. Here comes Benjamin Stephen. Scored already tonight. Flipped it on the net. Loisel protects the puck. Skates through the middle. Plays it across to Blair. Blair. Oh, stolen by Hayward Jones. He sends it in. Moore goes to play it in behind. Got it to Loisel, but this turnover. 7-year shot. It's right into the chest of James Moore, and he makes a save, and there's no rebound. 11 and a half gone in the second period. Scores tied 1 apiece, but shots 3 times as many for the Dunedin Thunder versus the pure New Zealand Admirals. Entire IT, easy to manage IT solutions that you understand. Simple, robust systems to make your business perform. And Kia Photos, of course, capturing the moments you'll be talking about all season. Catch his handiwork on the socials, Facebook and Instagram. That's cleared out by the Dunedin Thunder. There will be an icing here, despite Beckstead's best effort.
Calder Stewart building more than projects. They're helping building Thunder Hockey. Another one of our great sponsors here, Matt.
Of course. And don't forget to head to the the Dunedin Thunder Instagram page. Dunedin_Thunder.
Yeah, you'll be able to see all those great photos from tonight. All the best moments happened.
And you'll be able to vote for your Proflow Plumbing and Gas Player of the Day. Last night it was Ian Ordas. Play out in front. Admirals were there. Out comes Ollie Rout. Can't get through Chamberlain. He's going to get called for a hook there, Rout, as he got the stick up on his shoulder in the armpits of Chamberlain. Prendergast is out of the net. Extra attacker on for the Admirals, but a pass from Mawson is deflected. Oh, still with it. Nice work there from the Admirals. Quinn, though, couldn't handle the pass, and it comes to Stigman. I mean, Beckstead will get a whistle and a power play for the pure New Zealand Admirals, who scored, like you mentioned, on their 10-second power play. So 1 from 1 so far. This time they got 2 minutes to work with, if all going to plan.
1 already tonight, a couple yesterday. They've been very dangerous this weekend with the extra man. So Thunder really need to look to clear that puck out.
Admirals on the power play. Glenn Hayward Jones looks across to 7-year. Henry's shot saved by Moore. And a clearance from the Thunder. Sebastian Stephen. And on a pass. They have to regroup. Proceeding out there with Joe Waugh on the power penalty kill, along with Harin and Stigman. 7-year trying to work his way in. Turnover. Shot from Sebastian Stephen. Opportunity for the Admirals. 7-year in behind the net. It's taken out by Joe Waugh, and it's around the boards and out. A minute to go. Harin gets a change. Joe Waugh gets a change. Eden and Stigman stay out there. Oh, that's gone through everyone. That'll be an icing, and one of the big no-nos when you're on the power play is to ice the puck, Charlie.
No, it's the worst that can happen. You end up stuck all the way back in your own zone. Can't even get your fresh legs.
And it gives the penalty killers an opportunity to change free of charge as well, you know. So now we've got Bigstead out there with Jack Lewis.
Especially in a second period with that long change, you really want to trap players on the ice, wear them down.
Good face-off win by the pure New Zealand Admirals though. They gain control. And Owen Brown puts the shoulder down, gets taken off, and Lloyd Zell able to clear it. Sistroni plays it in behind the net from Mawson. Bigstead looking to put the pressure on. He picks it up. Bigstead, he backhand this one into the zone. Not looking to take advantage of any turnovers there, Bigstead. Just happy to clear it out as time ticks away on this power play.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of keeping them trapped in there.
Owen Brown just pulls up inside the line. They've lost it. Here's an opportunity straight out the ice, but too far in front of Jack Lewis or Joseph Orr. An opportunity goes big in there for the Thunder on the turnover. Back to 5-on-5 now, of course. 5:22 left in the second period. Score's tied here in Dunedin.
Yeah, those shots looking very one-sided. 28-10. Thunder are really unloading on the Admirals here, but
yeah, but Prendergast has been a tough puzzle to break here. Joe Orr cannot win it back. Mawson will have it and go around the boards. Sistroni lost it though. A long shot from the point goes in behind the net. No trouble for the Admirals to break this one out. Loizal evades the pressure. Finds Eden. Handles a nice pass. Lays it off for Joe Orr. Joe Orr just tried to feed it through towards Teon. And now the Admirals back the other way with Vinny Sistroni. Shot from long range and Moore makes the glove save. Sistroni was right there on the doorstep if that had popped out, but it's a good glove from James Moore. Next home games for the Dunedin Thunder coming up on the 12th and the 3rd of June, up against the Canterbury Red Devils, who are looking good so far this season. Can we get an update on that game, Charlie?
yeah, I'm just doing that now.
Good stuff. Thunder win the face-off. Work it out. Pop it ahead. Stigman. He's got Ikai towards the net. Towards Ikai. He just floated one on. And Ikai couldn't get a stick on it.
Yeah, that was a 6-4 was the final score of that Botany-Canterbury game. Botany coming out on top. So managing to score 2 more goals and secure the lead in that third period.
6-4. High scoring affair. Harin brings it in. Pulls up. Avoids the check. Puck's there on the hash marks, and out comes 7-year. That'll be icing or not. Linesman didn't want to call that one. Here comes Barry. Barry into the corner. Plays it around the boards. Bigstead will get there first. But to the front, there's a shot on. Still loose on the side of the crease. Walking in is Loizal. He is stick tied up. Puck comes out to the neutral zone. Bigstead turns up ice. Kind of lost the handle. Sticks with it, puts it towards the front. Backhand shot by Orr, it's on side of the crease, but Prendergast pokes it away. Bit of a dummy there from Orr. Blair down the side to Bigstead. Shot from Loisel, it's loose. Joe Orr couldn't get in on it as he was tied up by number 37, Hayward Jones. And a chance for Brown. Owen Brown doesn't get that shot through. The follow-up shot, a good block from Loisel. Fed up to Eden. Eden's going to get this one. Can he get it towards the net? Shot. It's loose. It's there. Following up is Bigstead, but the puck is covered by Prendergast, who has been unbelievably good today.
Yeah, great shot by Eden there to get a wee bobble in front, but Admirals defence managing to secure, make sure no one jammed it in, kept Bigstead away from it.
Just a little bit too far in front of Eden for him to be able to do too much, except take it into the side. I don't think he was going to try and work his way to the front there. He would have got absolutely bowled over by the retreating defenceman. Oh, shot on there, backhand shot, and Prendergast puts the glove down. Quick opportunity off the face-off there. And then the backhand goes towards net, but Prendergast tracking well with moving across the crease. Really good. Anytime Fitness, another sponsor for the year, where the boys go and do their grind. Stronger every session all year round. Face-off comes over to the right-hand side. Will Barry will take the draw, gets it back. Boniface has a shot, doesn't get through. It's loose, still there. And Admirals have it out to the side. They put it up the side of the boards. Stretch pass towards Stephen Loisel. That'll be icing. And Brown is not happy with that. He thought he had done enough to maybe get that whistle down. Got
past Loisel, but the linesman thought it was a bit too late. Called it anyway.
Top of the circles, is it, or the hash marks?
Hash marks, I believe.
Joe Orr steps on to take the draw. 2:22 left in the second. Kicks it. Joe Orr kicked it towards Eden. Turns into the corner. Still with it. There for Orr now. Back to the corner for Eden. Eden trying to put it to the top for Bigstead, but intercepted by the Admirals. Here comes Quinn. Quinn shoots and it goes across the face. Stepping in was 7 here though on the change. Onside. Stigman hard off the board. What a funny bounce that is. Chamberlain has to get this one. Bigstead trying to push him off the puck. He pokes it in behind, one-handed. And Joe Orr got the puck, but couldn't get the pass to the centre. Stigman plays up the boards to Barry, just onside. Chamberlain reverses it back for Lewis, looking for someone in front. Lewis steps in, takes a shot, it's deflected out in front, and Admirals clear it though. Benjamin Stephen gets it past Stigman into the corner. Loisel pushes him off the puck. He gets a shot. Lewis hard across ice for Stigman, who will skate onto it. Can he win the puck against Chamberlain? He's lost his footing. Does enough for Will Barry to get there in time. Lewis plays it to the point for Blair. Puts a shot on. Played out by Prendergast. Back in front. And there's always Admirals there. When the puck comes loose in front of Prendergast, there's always two Admirals there, it seems.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. I think last night there was quite a lot of those goals and messy scrambles around the net. They've clearly had a look at that and made the decision. We're not letting any more of that happen, and they're doing a great job of it.
Oh, you're out. Gets jammed along the boards. Doesn't get it into the zone. Loisel over for Lewis. Lewis is looking good tonight. Cut back. Gets double teamed and he'll go for a change. Fresh legs on the ice. Blair finishes his check. Stigman. Time runs out. Big Steed's long-range shot goes past Prendergast, but he heard the buzzer, so he had no worries about that one. I'm surprised the Pure New Zealand Admirals didn't have a little bit to say about that one.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised too. I thought the game might be a bit more aggressive. There was quite a bit of passion going around last night, and I think it's starting to show tonight. A bit of physicality, a lot of frustration. I think some of the Thunder guys are starting to get upset with Prendergast's excellent goaltending. 35 shots for 1 goal was certainly frustrating when you can't get through him.
Yeah, it's a standout performance. I mean, he was number 1 star last night, and he's well on his way to be number 1 star again with this performance. If they can get the job done after the third period, you got to give it to him for an amazing performance.
Absolutely, I've been impressed. I'm sure you have too.
Yeah. I actually hadn't heard of Ethan Prendergast before this weekend. When I'd heard that Chubba wasn't in there, I was like, well, there's an opportunity maybe for the Thunder to, put some points on. But Prendergast he's been really outstanding. Not
sure how old he is. I think he might be coming through, because I can't say I've heard of him much either. I think normally up behind Chubba was not. I can't remember.
No, affiliate. Lachlan Henry has been playing for them as well recently. And now we've got a famous Intermission entertainment, and we've got a different setup for the buckets. It's the human slingshot, and we've got some very excited participants on the ice. And we've got a different setup for the buckets, so they may be looking to get more action. Slingshot, we've got Ariel, Reese and Camille, who will be fired across the ice at breakneck speeds on their little sleds. That huge rubber band is loaded up with tension. And released. Oh, look at the speed there. Jackets flying, spinning around. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, that's 5 buckets. That's a pretty good effort. That'll be tough to beat. Look, very fast out there. I unfortunately missed the call to be one of the practice dummies early in the week.
Yeah, I sadly missed an opportunity. I remember when this was first introduced, they came by after one of the trainings, and all the boys that were still around tried to have a go on it.
Oh yes. Attempt number 2. Straight ahead, looks to be a little bit off centre, reaching out, gets one, and a little touch on the second one. Just kind of went a little bit off line there. Participant number 2 there, unfortunately. So you had to go, Charlie?
No, I sadly haven't. I missed out.
You missed out.
Looks like a lot of fun.
What I really want to see is clean ice, put the pads down the end and just absolutely laser someone, Could be considered dangerous, but with pads it's fine, And last but not least, looks like a good straight line, letting go at the last minute, stretching out and taking out a couple of buckets there. Good effort and a lot of fun. Thanks to our volunteers helping out down there on the ice to get that intermission entertainment going. Appreciate that. The crowd love it. It's locked here in Dunedin. Pure New Zealand Admirals 1, Dunedin Thunder 1. Exciting conclusion coming up in 12 or 15 minutes. Do not miss period 3. G'day everyone, we're here with the Dunedin Thunder imports this year. We've got Cole Beckstead, Samuel Loisel, Luke Stegman and Austin Go. Let's talk to Sam and Luke first. You guys have been powering some of the offense this year from the blue line for the Dunedin Thunder. What's clicking with you guys that makes you so good on offense this year?
That's a tough question, Matt. We kind of just try and play our game, and do what we can to help out the team. The shots go in, the shots go in. When you look at games like tonight, sometimes they don't. So, just keep pushing, try and do our best. And for now, it's been going decently individually for both of us, I think. But, we're here as a team, so we want to win more than we want to put up points as far as personal numbers go.
Yeah. Sam, are you feeling like you've fitted in really well with the team this year and helping drive some of that offense as well?
Yeah, I think we just take pride in being good defensively, and then when we can join the rush, that's what we do. And when we're installed in the zone, just take good shots from the blue line and try to help the team get the points we need to win the games.
Wait, and for Cole and Austin, you guys are, me and the fans, we all love seeing you guys come out. You come out fast and hard. Is that level of intensity something that you guys have put a big focus on to start off the season?
Yeah, I think we always try to approach the game with that same level of intensity. I know Gozer does as well. He's a smooth skating defenseman, and myself, being undersized, you definitely try and bring the intensity to each game. But once again, you see it again tonight. It's not enough, and we need to be better.
Quite a bit of chemistry seems to be building. There's a lot of new faces in the team to go along with some old. What do you think's been the biggest thing in terms of building that team chemistry?
I just think, this team is everyone's really welcoming and friendly, so everyone's supportive of each other, so that's really good when we build a team. So I think we'll do well. Yeah.
Coming from Malaysia, Austin, and playing hockey over there, what have you found most different about the New Zealand scene in the ice hockey?
Well, it's definitely more of a bigger sport over here, so it's more competitive over here. But I'm still getting used to it. But yeah, I think I'll get there. Yeah.
And Samuel, you've come from, I think, quite a large league over here in Quebec. Do you think the New Zealand community is a little bit different from over in Canada?
Yeah, I think the sport is a bit less in the roots, but it's coming up. It's on the come up, so people they love it, and we just gotta show it to the more people. So there are going to be more people at the rink, and more people can enjoy it.
You guys finding the scene in Dunedin quite good when you're not training or playing?
Oh, I can speak for myself. This is my second year here, and as for last year, within the first week, you feel right at home. We're coming here, we don't know anybody, and we get 20 fresh faces that become our good friends right away. So, we spend a lot of time when the people can. We're on import schedule here, so we're not doing much during the day, to be honest with you. But we do a lot of bringing them out surfing a bit. It's a good place for it, and when we can, we always make sure to send a couple messages and get the boys out for activities. But no, so yeah, it's you get 20 new friends as soon as you come to a team. That's how hockey is, and that's what we love about it.
Have you guys got a after-match place to go? Is someone's house the main centre of attention when it comes to maybe some post-match celebrations?
Well, I know before we think about that, we always like to make sure we get we get a win on the last day of the weekend. So that's going to be tomorrow. But we've got some great sponsors, the Esplanade is always a good place.
no mai, hoki mai. Welcome back, folks. We've got a tie game here at the Dunedin Ice Stadium. Pure New Zealand Admirals 1, Dunedin Thunder 1. Goals in the second period, courtesy of Cole Beckstead on the power play. Assisted by Stegman and Audas. And then Benjamin Stephen, about a minute later, tied it up off an assist from Stephen Mawson. Not a whole lot of penalties in that second period, but they both scored on the power play, and that was because of the penalties right at the end of the first period. So taking the opportunities as they came to both teams. My name's Matt Whifford. I'm here with former Thunder player Charlie Lilly, and we are ready to go for this third period of the second game of the weekend, the conclusion of the games. After last night's game, Charlie, before, sorry, you can say something. I'm just going to flick some papers
Just going to say
here.
a nice calm start for this period, 5-on-5 as opposed to last period. The Thunder have been putting a lot of offense on, 35 shots in 2 periods, but Prendergast has been stopping everything, doing everything he can.
Yeah, it's been excellent. Play underway here in the third period. Oh, turnover from the Thunder, and a shot goes wide from Henry. Lewis, he was the one who turned it over. He takes a shot. Nick guard potentially loose on the ice there.
Yeah, I think that fell off Lewis as he came through the middle there.
Here comes the Admirals. Ben Stephen to the middle. He scores! Benjamin Stevens took the puck into the middle of the ice and fired it past James Moore. And that's 35 seconds into the third period. Pure New Zealand Admirals take the lead.
Yeah, nice. Coming across the net, finds James coming out of his crease to play it, and just puts it straight through him. Another quick goal from Ben Stevens.
Yeah, just got around Ollie Rout there, who maybe should have just put the shoulder into him there. All this and almost turnover there from the Thunder. They've got to get into this third period nice and quick. We'll wake up here. Loizal around one. Can't get around Sestroni. He goes back and recovers the puck. Looks across to Blair. Blair fans on the puck. Has to go back and plays it up the boards. Boniface across to Loizal. Chipped this ahead. Played out by the Admirals. It's going all the way down on net, so Moore has to make a save. It's a shot on from the Admirals. Eden for Loizal. Tried to dance around Quinn. Banks it up. I think that hit the scoreboard, so that'll be a whistle.
Hit our Jumbotron, just dropped down there.
After last night's game, the Pure New Zealand Admirals are on top of the NZIHL standings there on 9 points, one ahead of the Sky City Stampede. So if they can win this game, they would go ahead by 4 points, clear of the Sky City Stampede with the same amount of points. Thunder make a save there through James Moore. They definitely want to get this one. They don't want to drop two home games, do they, Charlie?
No, they've been quite good the last year or so. Even if they lose the first game, they come back and win the second game, splitting a lot of weekends last year and the start of this year. So you got to think they're going to really step it up, really come back after yesterday's night.
Yeah, they have made a couple of really close comeback efforts in the last 2 games. Not quite achieving the complete comeback though. Can they do it tonight? In front for Ikai. Barry shoots. He put it wide. Ikai plays it in behind the net. There's no one there on the far side though, and Admirals will play it out through Lennox King. Pass across ice. Ikai up to Will Barry. Will Barry trying to step into the middle. Shot hits the feet of Chamberlain. Big Stead picks it up, plays it up to Hurry, keeps it in, shoots, and played out by Prendergast into the corner. Chamberlain trying to feed it up the boards. Admirals do get it out. Quick up to Bigstead. Bigstead's got a route coming down to the top. He shoots! Oh, and he's got it! No, they've waved it off. He's pointing at it. Bigstead was thinking that was in.
Yeah, he's talking with the ref. He says that went in, but the ref disagrees. He's not happy.
No, the referee has not signalled goal, so play continues. We'd had to take another look at that one to see what happened there. It might have gone post to post.
I do think the ref made the right call. It looked like it hit the crossbar and went out, but the net did come off a little too. So
it definitely hit two of something, whether it was two posts or say the back of the net, you know, the post of the back that goes around the top. But it's in the history books now. Stegman, his pass is deflected and knocked down with a high stick by Sestroni, but with Loisel touching it, whistle is put away. That's a pass that's picked up by Sestroni, fans on a shot, and Boniface will pass it back to Blair. Joe Waugh picks up the puck, backhands it up the boards. Eden towards the net, tipped on net, and a save by Prendergast. Helmet comes off Mawson, he picks it up and skates off. Sestroni lays it on. For Quinn, she has a shot. Goes wide and Blair picks it up. Works it up the boards and out to the neutral zone. Hayward Jones, cross ice, missed Sestroni. Loisel missed the pass to Ikai, but it's not going to go this far for icing. Sestroni chips it ahead. Thunder regroup in their own zone. Down by 1. 15 minutes in the period. Ikai picks it up with speed. Passes it up the middle, but there's no one there for the Thunder, so it's Hayward Jones. He gets a shoulder from Barry. Barry gets it in. And behind the net goes Ikai. Throws it in front. No one there for the Thunder. Comes out to the neutral zone. Austin Doe is going to have to scurry back and get this one. No pressure from Brown. And go. Turns it over to Owen Brown in the middle. For Cheney, he gets knocked over. Now comes Bigstead. A little bit of room to move. Trying to go through the defender. It's still there. There for the Thunder. And a whistle goes. Puck was loose, but I think they thought it was under Prendergast before it came clear for Jack Lewis. Liquorland sponsoring Thunder again this year for all your beverage needs. Go in there and get a fine wine or a 12-pack of something cold and fizzy. IPA, APA, hazies, got them all.
Simply Hire, getting the gear where it needs to be there, simple as that. Another sponsor for the Thunder, helping everything come together this season.
Puck all the way down for Luke Stegman to collect. Plays it around the boards for Lewis. Goes in behind him, took a bit of a funny bounce, and Benjamin Stephen gets through. Gets around one. Doesn't get the shot away though, he's stick checked, but he circles around, puts it towards the middle. Lewis takes it in, fires a shot around the boards for Bigstead. Puts it in behind for Lewis, he can't collect it. Up the middle. Stephen puts it towards Moore. He's going to just hold it and he's going to get a whistle. Let's get some more sponsorships out of the way while we got time. Mitchell Motor Court, new this year to the sponsorship team for the Dunedin Thunder. Getting our imports everywhere they need to be. Looking for a new ride? Go see the team at Mitchell Motors. Southern Gynecology, supporting community health. Thank you to Southern Gynecology for their continued support of the Dunedin Thunder. Chris Eden brings it in, pulls up. Loisel, hard shot. blocker save by Prendergast, and that's what the crowd like to see. Loisel loading up that big, heavy shot. Quinn pulls up on the boards, puts it down low. And Brown. Sorry, it's not Brown, that is Stephen taking a hit from Loisel. Up the boards, but not out by the Thunder. Mawson gets checked off the puck. Loisel picks up the loose puck. Walks out from behind his net, finds Joe Orr. Dangles. Backhand shot towards the middle. Again, just blue jerseys all around. Loisel gets around one. Trying to taking shots and scores! The sweet move from the French Canadian ties the game up here in the third period.
Yeah, no questions about that one. Beautiful shot from up high, finds the top corner.
Second time he's hit top shelf this weekend. Look at that, through the legs there. Great shot, ties the game up 2 apiece. 12:38 left in the third. The crowd appreciated that. They liked the sally too. Showmanship there from
straight to the glass to say hi to our VIP section there.
Yeah, I think this tonight we had a special promotion as well. A few lucky fans who had general admission tickets were upgraded to VIP seats, I believe, from what I gather from the chat, and that's a cool experience. That's a view that can't be beat, right in behind the goal, ice level, looking right at it. Admirals work their way through. There's a shot on, and it bounces up into the glove of James Moore, who makes the save. Changes for both teams. Big thank you to Fisher Hewitt Plastering, solid, reliable and built to last, just like a good decor. Speak to Jonathan and the team today about exterior plastering.
Dunedin iBike Hire, cruising the city in style. Perfect way to roll through Thunder Country. Exploring Dunedin.
Now I saw Luke Stegman was out doing a bit of help with Jonathan with some work on the exterior plaster this week. Getting involved with the heavy lift and carrying the goods for Jonathan as he was out and about. So nice to see the imports getting out there and doing some community work with their sponsors. Really sort of builds that, you know, that community that we've got here in Dunedin with the crowd, the sponsors, the locals. Another great crowd in here tonight. They're lining the boards. The stands are packed. It's fantastic. Nothing beats a live hockey game. There's a chance for Joe Orr. Chris Eden, Joe Orr again bounces around and in behind the net. Still there for Eden. Backhand shot. Loose shot. Follow-up shot by Loisel goes up and over the top. Pushing hard. Thunder trying to get that lead. Kept in by Boniface. Still there in the zone. Sacrificed the body. Boniface in front, missing it. Blair with a follow-up shot. And that hit the netting and it'll get a whistle, and that shift was very exciting, and the Thunder were that close to taking the lead.
Yeah, a lot of scrambles, a lot of bodies in there. I think the ref ended up getting caught in there as well at one point.
I think there was one.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, they were on the back of the hands. He felt that one. Last but not least, Moore Drain Lane, specialist drainage company based in Alexandra, covering all aspects of the industry from domestic septic tanks to large civil pipeline projects. Big thanks to Moore Drain Lane for their sponsorship this year of the Dunedin Thunder. Jack Lewis pulls up, trying to get it to the front, but stick checked by Chamberlain. Mawson up the boards. Quinn, nice pass, but Bickstead stole it, trying to dangle around. Stephen fighting his way through McSurray, goes to the backhand. Put it wide. Bigstead avoids the check. Lewis up the boards and out. Does a good job of just clearing that one out, and that line will change. Chamberlain shoots it on net. James Moore gloves it and gives the whistle. I think I mentioned the next home games for the Dunedin Thunder on the 12th and 13th of June, so a couple of weeks off for the boys in green. Canterbury Red Devils in town that weekend. That'll be at Friday night at 7 o'clock and either a 6 or 6:30 start on Saturday. Any fans of the Dunedin Thunder in Dunedin watching from home, get your tickets. It's action-packed, it's exciting. You'll see some highlight reel goals every night. And they've been exciting games, very close. Here come the pure New Zealand Admirals. Hayward Jones shoots, and a blocker save from Moore. Teone goes flying into Moore, but he's back on his feet. Barry plays it around behind the net. Luke Teone up the boards, but Flynn Hayward Jones cuts it off. Nice move, shuffled on net, off the pads of Moore into the corner. Tough shift here for the Thunder. Cleared out, down ice, they'll get a change. People might be wondering where Tristan Darling is, as Chris Eden picks up the puck, walks it in, steps to the middle, shoots, scores! Chris Eden! .503 puts the Thunder up by 1 here in the third period.
Just unbelievable consistency from Chris Eden. He's always reliable, always putting it in the back of the net when you need him.
Carried it in all alone himself, and then just that little cut right there. And good work from Boniface too. Bit of the moving screen, cleared the net too. Just took that defensive player out of the middle of the ice there. I love that. Little plays like that, little subtle plays can make all the difference in a game of ice hockey. And that's the first lead. No, there's not the first lead, but it's the first lead since Stegman put them up last night. Here's Chris Eden again. Tried to feed that one through the legs of the defender there. Oh, and a big hit. Crowd loving it. Sestroni walks it in. Gets taken down by Orr. That'll draw a penalty. And it's a hold against Joseph Orr, and it's not what the Thunder needed after going up here. To give up a penalty like that and give the pure New Zealand Admirals another opportunity with the special teams coming out to play.
Yeah, a lot of time left on the clock and a lot of opportunity for the Admirals. The Thunder really need to step it up in this last 9 minutes if they want to hold on to this, because Admirals have been coming out hard all game.
Yeah, big penalty kill here. Big penalty kill. Shot and a save from James Moore. Who was that on the doorstep? That's 7 year, I believe, just waiting for any puck to pop out to him. Sebastian Stephen, Alex Regan, Flynn Hayward Jones out there, and Scott Henry as well on the power play for the pure New Zealand Admirals. Flynn Hayward Jones walks it to the middle, and an opportunity here for Jack Lewis to clear. Does a little move, but did get it out. Trying to fake the Admirals out there rather than just smacking it up the boards. Hayward Jones. Admirals couldn't get it in. They will be called for offside. Alex Regan. Changes for both teams. Power play unit number 2 comes out for the pure New Zealand Admirals. Looks like Quinn, Brown, Stephen, Mawson, and Sestroni out there. Loisel there with Morgan Blair on defense for the Thunder. Sestroni lays it ahead for Mawson, who goes across ice. Declan Quinn with it. Towards the net, tipped just wide. Loisel sees an opportunity to skate it. Gets to Teone. Back to Loisel. Loisel fighting through a couple of players, but he can't clip the puck. He has to skate back now on defense. Mawson Blair misses a check. Mawson works it to the front, trying to jam it on. It's deflected up high and we'll get a whistle as it hits the net. Next weekend, the Sky City Stampede travelling to Auckland to play the Pure New Zealand Admirals. Those games on the Saturday the 30th and Sunday the 31st of May. One more game this weekend as well after this, the Bonnie Swarm against the Canterbury Red Devils in Christchurch.
They're still looking to support a bit of Thunder tomorrow, though Women's Thunder will be playing once more against the Auckland Steel.
Yes, they will. Co-commentator from last night, Leonie Goodman, up there with the women's team, trying to slay the giant that is the Auckland Steel. Stegman senses an opportunity here, gets it to Bigstead. Bigstead towards the net. Stegman just a step behind the play and couldn't get his stick on that. 25 seconds left on the power play. Admirals through 7-year, bringing it into the zone. He shoots, blocked away by Moore. Hurrien takes the player off the puck and it's cleared out by Stegman. Chasing the puck is Jack Lewis, but Prendergast came out to play it safely to the corner and shuffled ahead by Sebastian Stephen. Picked up by Loisau, who reverses it up the boards. 7-year through, tipped by the Thunder player, down, comes out to the point. Chamberlain shoots, doesn't get through, and Stegman clears this one out. It goes high into the air. Sebastian Chamberlain put it up the boards. It's there for Loisau. Goes across to Blair, up the middle to Orr. Eden steps it in. Eden. Played down by Boniface. Eden and Orr and after it. Goes past Loisau. Looks like Blair will be the first one to get to the puck. He will come out and he'll skate up the middle. Stretching those legs. Walks it in. Goes around one. Gets to the front. Takes a shot and an arm save by Prendergast. And great move there from Blair. Eden in behind the net. Couldn't get it through to the front. Lewis wins the puck. Gets it to Loisau. Steps around one. Puts it towards the net. Bigstead had jumped away from the middle of the paint. He'll pick up the puck in the corner. Tried to fire it to the top for Loisau. He will go back and get it and pass it back to Morgan Blair. 5 minutes remaining. Morgan Blair's pass is fanned on, but Owen Brown maybe didn't expect it coming to him and he lost it. Comes back to the neutral zone. 7-year. Got it towards Owen Brown. He lost it and Thunder had possession here. Time to make an escape. Regan Wilson, the captain, trying to step to the middle. Knocked away from him. Backhands it back in. Admirals escape. Cheney. Can't get a shot through the feet of Blair. And go. Leaves it for Barry. Up the boards, Teone. Puck just bouncing around there on the halfway mark. Picked off by Teone. Teone plays it ahead. Chases after it. Turned over. Ikai. Teone, the player's in front. Doesn't get it there. Ikai cycles it. For Luke Teone. Pulled towards the front. Barry was there. It's there for go. Back down low. Best shift of the period for the fourth line. Here comes Scott Henry. Henry shoots. Big rebound. It goes out to the corner. And the 2-on-1 comes to nothing for the Pure New Zealand Admirals. Changes for both teams. 3:30 in the third period. Thunder up by 1 here. Pass goes past Castroni. Goes down. There's no icing. And there's a late whistle there. It will be icing after all. Tension's high in the stadium, Charlie. The crowd's quite quiet, quite tense here.
Yeah, 1 goal lead's very dangerous, especially with the Admirals really stepping up the pressure.
All right, team, head to their Dunedin Thunder Instagram page and vote for your player of the game. Man of the hour, Chris Eden, could have the potential game-winning goal here with that third goal for the Dunedin Thunder. I mean, if you're not voting for him tonight, I just don't know what you're thinking, really, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of his night to celebrate. Game-winning goal if they can hang on to it.
Yeah.
Not much more he can give us.
We don't want to speak too soon. Good clearance. Here he is again. Chris Eden brings it in. Oh, look, had a move ready to go, but might have overthought it. Stegman carries it down low. Cycles it into the corner from Eden, but Mawson beat him to it. Here's Eden. Boniface in the middle. Joe Orr in front of the net. Eden turns. Boniface. We haven't seen a lot of Ian Ordis this period, I believe. At all. Have you noticed Ian Ordis at all, Charlie Lee?
No, I can't say I have. He is standing and ready on the bench there, so he's not injured or anything.
Maybe I just haven't noticed it. Maybe he's just not doing much. Here's Bigstead. Spins. Loisel was cocked and ready. Jag Lewis plays it to the point for Blair. It's past Blair, and he trips up the player who's going to have the breakaway.
No call from the ref.
No call.
That seemed like a pretty clear one.
It looked like a pretty clear-cut trip. Here comes Loisel. The lucky there, the Dunedin Thunder. Really lucky. That could have been offside if Jag Lewis had touched it. 7 turns it over to Ollie Routs. He tried to send it towards Bigstead. He does get it. Finds Blair. Blair's room. He takes a shot. It's a nice, easy one for Ethan Prendergast. There was no traffic in front of him there.
Looks like the Admirals are calling a timeout here with 1:13 to go.
Yeah, I think they're talking to the referee as well about why there wasn't a tripping call, but it's like that goal there was, and it's in the history books now. And the Bigstead goal that wasn't as well. A couple of goals that could have been, might have been, and are not.
Yeah, well, I see.
Oh, look, there's Connor Dobson. Hey, Connor. Love that. Connor Dobson's been working tirelessly in behind the scenes for years now, doing all the hard work down there on the live stream technical side of things. A big thanks to Connor Dobson for his continued effort down there. One of the unsung heroes, really.
Absolutely.
We've got Nathan Cartmel here tonight on the camera as well, volunteering to keep the action in front of you. Of course, Charlie Lee volunteering to do the commentary for the first time. Might be the last time, Charlie, because you're shipping off soon, aren't you?
Well, that's the hope. I plan on going away pretty soon. But who knows?
Who knows?
I might be around for a bit yet. With Liani constantly travelling, representing Dunedin in the Women's Thunder, might be a few more opportunities.
Yeah, Bigstead couldn't get the wrap around there. Here comes Henry. Enters the zone. Takes it in behind the net. Morgan Blair trying to knock the puck away from him. He gets tied up with Stegman. Thunder trying to free this puck and get it out of the zone. There's under a minute left. Blair shuffles it ahead. Hayward Jones puts it down the board, cleared out by Joel Waugh. There is an empty net in the pure NZ Admirals zone. Chris Eden gets pushed over. Bigstead finds Joe Waugh. Joe Waugh's got a free run in and he scores! And that'll seal it for the Dunedin Thunder here tonight.
Yeah, we popped out for the battle. Nice wee pass from Bigstead, and Joe had all the time in the world to just skate that one in.
Doesn't get any easier than that, really, does it? Crowd really appreciated that one. They can relax now as that one hit the back of the net, putting the Dunedin Thunder up 4-2, 21 seconds left. Shots 48-18, but 44 saves for Ethan Prendergast is still incredible effort. Like, sorry, 44 saves?
Yeah, still 44.
Ooh, that one hit the post from William Barry. I'm trying
Well,
to,
maybe we
'cause
shouldn't speak too soon. It might be a bit more.
I was looking at that empty net there. I was trying to do the calculations, and I really basic maths, but here's an opportunity for Sebastian Stephen. Takes a long shot the last second. It flies wide and over the top, and a split weekend here in Dunedin. And the Thunder get the 3 points, a much needed 3 points to stay near the top of the table. They'll be tied with the pure New Zealand Admirals after this weekend and getting the job done there, Charlie.
Absolutely. Another split weekend. That's 3 in a row for the Thunder. So they're not sweeping them, but they're keeping things together. They're never letting anything slip too far.
Oh, it's really good for the NZIHL, to be fair, with all these games being so close and the split weekends. You know, you want to see the fighting right to the very end of the season for those playoff spots. Handshakes.
Absolutely. It keeps the league exciting. Admirals did very well, played hard right up to that final buzzer, even missing those star players we mentioned at the start. Prendergast stepping into the pipes for Chubba did an incredible job, very impressive.
Yeah, Ethan Prendergast, hadn't heard of him before the weekend. We know about him now. He's clearly got a lot of skill in net, and I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more of him. So, player of the day, really close run there at the end, but Ollie Rout gets it. Pipping Chris Eden, not that much, just a couple of votes in it. So well done to Ollie Rout there, the Dunedin Thunder player of the day. Let's have a look. Let's recap the scoring really quickly for the game. It was pretty quiet there in the first period, but then Beckstead and Stephen for the Admirals got us underway on the power play very early in the second period. Sebastian Stephen put the Admirals up by 1 before Luisel, Chris Eden, and then Joe Wall, the empty net, stretched the lead for the Dunedin Thunder and gave them that safe run home. 4-2, the final score. 1 game apiece. Couldn't ask for more. The crowd loves that, and they'll be coming back for more next time, I'm sure. We've enjoyed bringing you all the action here on behalf of our entire live stream crew, the volunteers here at the stadium. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.